This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. Today, I'm very happy to be speaking with Alberto Arizu, who is joining us all the way from Argentina, from Bodega Luigi Bosca. How are you today, sir?
Very well, I'm fine. Thank you so much, and very happy to talk with you, Jamie.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, where are you exactly in Argentina?
Well, I'm in Buenos Aires right now with my family during this quarantine period in Argentina. So I'm in my house.
Okay.
I'm working in remote site, so I'm fully operated from my house.
I see, I see. So how did the pandemic affect your wine company? Because you've been under, I think most of Argentina has been under lockdown since, what was it? I was looking at March the 20th?
Yes, March the 20th was the first day of the quarantine. So the very, very large quarantine.
And how did all of this impact you, and what happened with your harvest?
Well, we're fine because the wine viticulture industry was considered essential in our economy. So that was great because if you remember, in the mid part of March, we are in the mid part of our harvest time. So for us, was very important to maintain our operations. It was very incredible challenge for us to protect a wonderful 2020 vintage. So we have been fine. Our first priority was to take care about our people, our customers, and our suppliers. So we implemented very strict protocols to protect them, and especially to be 100% fully operations during this period in Argentina. So we finished the harvest time in order, very well, wonderful vintage, by the way, and we continue with the rest of the time in the winery, and of course, fully operated in terms of exports and in terms of local sales.
Right.
We have a very important logistic during the harvest time because we have several vineyards located in different valleys at different altitudes in different parts of Mendoza. So for us, the logistic has been is challenging us all the time, every year. But this particular year, we had to take care about this pandemic situation because the quarantine affected the transport for the people. We implemented very strict protocols to avoid any contagious during that period. So since 140 days of a quarantine, we didn't have anybody infected in our company.
And how are the numbers in Argentina right now? I heard there had been somewhat of a spike recently.
Yeah, we are a little higher than France infected. So I'm talking about almost 220,000 people affected by COVID.
And is that in any particular part of Argentina in particular?
Yes, 90% of the cases are concentrated in the metropolitan area. You know, right. It's the city of Buenos Aires and the first cordon of the city of Buenos Aires. So this metropolitan area, we're talking about 10 million people live there, 3 million in the city of Buenos Aires, 7 million around the city of Buenos Aires. So 90% of the cases are concentrated there.
And how has your healthcare system been coping with all of this?
Well, the healthcare in Argentina is pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not a specialist, but it's pretty good. It's very well considered, no, in the country. And thanks God, and maybe because the government declared a very strict quarantines a little bit early, so the healthcare has been great. Worked very well. Was not saturated in any time. Even today, where we have the peak of cases, during those days, the numbers of the percentage of the healthcare occupied is around 60%. So it's pretty good, pretty good.
Huh. Well, I'm just glad you're all, your family are all well and safe. How have you been dealing with being cooped up in the house like that?
Yeah, well, I have 7 members in my family because I have my wife and 5 children. I have all the ages from 23 years old to 9 years old. So,
wow.
But
okay.
It has been a great challenge, no? Because in terms of the normal life, in terms of how we live together, we share, we enjoy a lot. I think that the COVID has been a great learnings for everybody, no? Especially in our family, we discover many good things that I hope that we can take care and to take advantage in the future.
Now, your family business dates back to, I believe, 1890 or thereabouts.
Well, 1890, my great-grandfather established in Argentina. He founded the company in 1901. So we are the oldest family in the wine business in Argentina and one of the 50 oldest companies in Argentina. So we are very proud to maintain our legend in Argentina and in our wines. We have our 120th anniversary next year. So we're very happy to do that.
Now, with you having so many generations having worked in Argentina, when you speak to your father or your grandfather, or if you have spoken with them in the past, was there ever anything like this pandemic that they went through before?
It's very curious because I'm not sure if there anybody anyone in the world has suffered this special situation, no? So after 120 years living in Argentina, you know, Argentina, it's very particular country with every 10 years we have a crisis, and it's a great challenge for us to survive in this country that is in one side is very rich in terms of natural resources. Yes. The talent of the people is amazing, but this pandemic I think that has been an important learning for everybody, you know, for the country, for the government, for the privates, for companies, a lot.
Are you comfortable with the way that your government has managed the pandemic?
Well, in some ways, I think that they were very they declared the quarantine too early, in my opinion. It's easy to say that after 140 days, no, yeah. But it was difficult to manage that. But when you see the film, and especially Argentina, we had the chance to see what happened in Europe, in Asia before here. So we have enough time to prepare our healthcare. I think that the priority for the government has been the healthcare systems, not the economy. In my opinion, maybe should be better if we have a more balanced situations considering the economy and the healthcare situation. But anyway, I'm not a specialist. I think that they took some good decisions, right decisions, and some others has not really good in terms of our economy. But we're going to see when the film ends. At the end of the film, we're going to see the whole pictures. Yes. And we have the chance to take our to consider everything. No.
Where does the lockdown stand today? Are you still under lockdown in Buenos Aires?
Yes, a very strict lockdown. Very strict lockdown. We cannot. We can move. And in my particular case, I have permission because we are in the industry. Yes. As an essential. But we cannot have any meeting with the family, with friends. We have some restrictions to move in the city, and we can go for supermarkets, but when it's closed at home. But it's fine.
So all of the restaurants and bars are closed, of course.
No, are closed. Restaurants and bars are closed. You have a takeaway or delivery, but they're closed to work inside.
Now, how has that affected domestic wine consumption? Are people still drinking wine at home, or have your sales kind of fallen away because of all these restaurants and bars being closed?
No, in terms of the alcoholic beverage in general, definitely wines has been the winner
Really?
winner during these situations. Beer went down, spirits go up, but not too much. But wines has been very good, very healthy. The people enjoy the wines. Remember, Jamie, that we are in a country that is a wine country. No, all of our migrations has been from countries with a wine culture. So wine is a very important part of our life.
So despite it being a vintage that you'll definitely never forget because of the pandemic, you think it's going to be a very good vintage?
Absolutely good. I hope that we won't remember the 2020 vintage because COVID. I hope that the people really remember the 2020 vintage because has been an amazing, considered one of the best in the last 10 years. So it's a very, very good. The wines has been extremely characters, very nice, fresh fruit, beautiful, balanced, very well balanced acidity, extremely very deep colors, wonderful character. So we are very happy with the results. For us was a great challenge to finish on time the harvest, to avoid any contagions with our people and to protect a wonderful vintage.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to tasting those when they eventually make it to our market. How have your export sales been?
Well, the exports has been well in general. We have a strong partners around the world. I would like to say that we are very thankful about the Canadians. Canada has been the most stable market for us. Our people, all of our collaborators in Argentina are so happy with the Canadians consumers because we really appreciate they continue. We were very operated to supply, especially in LCBO and in British Columbia, where our sales are more focused in that part of Canada. But we have strong partners. Family Wine Merchants is our agent since many years. Pacific Wine and Spirit in Alberta, so they have been our most important support during the pandemic and one of the most stable countries around the world. US was great also. Probably the most affected international markets has been more located in South America, Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Paraguay, that are strong markets for us. They have been a little down, but Europe was great. UK was great. China is the recuperation of China has been very fast, and especially US and Canada that we're very thankful.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad we can be of service. It's and so if we were to talk about a positive aspect of this pandemic, what would you say you have learned or something you've experienced that has been a silver lining amidst all of this darkness?
Yeah. Well, probably one of the most interesting learnings has been, I don't remember any other part of my life that I've been 140 days inside my house together with my family, having the 4 meals with my family, never, since when I was nothing, 2 years old, because I was to the kindergarten. But that was great, to meet better my sons and daughters, to enjoy with them, to share with them the good. We appreciate the small things, much than ever. So, and in terms of the business, has been a wonderful accelerations of the new digital technologies. So
Yes.
we proved that we can operate remotely. We proved that it is not necessary to be in a traffic jam for hours to go to the office. We proved that we're very responsible at home. So all of our people, our team has been working very, very responsibly during this pandemic. They have been operating all the time. They have been very, they have a good time to think how we can do the things better. So a lot of learnings. We're very happy about the situation.
Good, good, good. Well, I'm very happy you were able to speak with us today. Hopefully, you'll be getting out of lockdown sometime soon. And when air travel frees up, perhaps we'll see you in Toronto.
Absolutely, we will. I will see you there. It was a very great pleasure to be in Toronto visiting you, and thank you so much for calling today.
Oh no, it's my
I
pleasure.
enjoyed a lot.
Thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye bye. See you soon. Bye bye.